Welcome back to the Planet Paintball Podcast, brought to you by 1023 Sportswear and Southwest Paintball, Bayfield, Colorado. The season has opened, so go and say hi to John and the boys out at Southwest Paintball. I got Zach with me from DLX, you're a tech there, but you do a bunch of other stuff. So what's going on, man?
Not much, just a long day at work.
Yeah.
Lux Airs, out building a lot of Lux Airs, working like with everybody down in assembly. You said I'm a tech. I'm actually the head tech here,
Head tech.
and I'm also head of assembly.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Respect. Yeah, no, head tech and head of assembly.
I undersold
So
you.
it's like
My
a lot of my work.
apologies.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little. It's years of hard work.
You also like travel around to most of the events.
Yeah, every NXL event. Played a lot of like other events as well as like ICPLs. Go down there, work, fix all your stuff. A lot of your people, like a lot, there's been like a couple people I've seen on the podcast, and it's like I know them. Like Ramon, you had Ramon on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Eastside Bandit. Their coach is like a tech of ours, Josh.
Okay.
Yeah, I take him to every NXL event, but I've played it like played via CPPL, ICPLs, like I just said, and every year I play like every NRPL event series down in Maryland, like down in NR Paintball. Division 3 and Division.
So how do you get hooked up with the West Coast team since you're in Pennsylvania?
So what's funny about that is I have a really, really good friend, Michael Gilbert. He's one of my best techs. He lives out in San Diego, and he couldn't make the first event. So he was like, I need you to like come do this event. I was like, yeah, sure. Adam Gardner went with me and his son Jude. And I was like, well, I'm going out here. Part of my job description is like, it's NXL events. I can't play NXL. Like, I am doing way too much at the NXL. I can't do that. But if any other league, I can play it. So I'm like, I'm going to go play out there. And I asked Gilbert, I was like, do you have a team for me? And he goes, yeah, I kind of want to hook you up with JMac. And I kind of knew JMac from like the Mutiny days because we sponsored him in the Mutiny days. Yeah, I played Premier. There's one event. I only played like 2 points. I know it was like kind of unproven, but um, yeah, I ended up playing like 2 points with them out there. And then I went back out again, and we just picked up our new sponsorship team. Wave. They like played Division 4, and I was like, well, next time I'm out here, it's like I want to get play like something where I actually play like a lot of points. And he hooked me up with those guys too. I don't think Heatwave's a team anymore. That was like a real fun weekend out there. I actually stayed for like 3 extra days for vacation. That was my first vacation in like 4 years, I think. Yeah, that's WCPPLs for me. I think I'm going to the second one. Kind of. I literally before we got on this, I got off the phone with Michael Gilbert. He's like, you're probably gonna have to come to the second one. So hopefully link up with the team. If you're from the West Coast and listen to it, you want to like a D3 player, I'll play whatever. Bet 2.
Nice. Well, man, let's before we get too deep into it, because I definitely want to get into like how you found a job in the industry, because that's a lot of people's like golden grail.
Yeah.
But how did you find paintball?
I knew you were gonna ask this question. So, are you familiar with like the Latrobe, like this Pittsburgh area with like paintball in this area at all? I don't know if you've really had anybody
No,
on
I'm
the
not really
podcast
familiar with it.
from this. So, Smart Parts was a factory, right? And they had an indoor field and 2 outdoor fields, but it's all expo, right? So I went for a birthday party, like everybody does for like their first time playing. But you would rent a gun and it would be an ion, and then you could upgrade the loader and upgrade the tank if you wanted to. But you're playing 15 balls a second X ball. And that's what the rental parties were. So it's like this area is so rich with that. Like I don't know if I asked Adam and he just kind of laughed because like I knew I was going to be on this podcast. I was like I knew he was going to ask me, and he wouldn't tell me like he wouldn't be like straight up with me. He's like if that was like for purpose or just like no, that's what we had. Shoot a lot of paint. So like rental kids were playing like 15 balls a second, like walk on play and birthday party stuff. So it's not like running around in the wood birthday party. It's like pretty intense, like thing. So I started playing whenever I was like 13 at a birthday party. And then I really, really fell in love with it. Like my parents bought me a gun for my birthday that year. I had a birthday party there. I played for like 2 more years, just standard walk-on play. And then
Okay.
whenever I turned 15, I messaged him on PB Nation, and he always told me like whenever I turned 15, he could hire me because of child labor laws in Pennsylvania at the time, and you're only
Yeah.
working weekends for a couple hours anyway. So he's like, "Yeah, dude, you're 15 now. Get your school papers signed, and come on in. I'll fill it all out. You're hired." So that's how I like really, really started. So I was like 15 being a referee at the Smart Parts Field. And that's how I met like everybody. I've known like all these dudes for like over 15 years now.
Jeez.
I can get into like the backstory, like not backstories, but like some of the
So
people. Like I'll
you
run
did
down some of the people that like came out in this area.
yeah, go
This,
for it.
this is why when my part shut. So Tim Montressor hired me.
Hmm.
He was like the field manager. I'm not sure if you're aware of who. Well, he like ran the field. Russell Jackson, he was like my first manager. He's the one that got me a job here. Sam Monville, he worked as a tech and then he also worked in the pro shop. Ryan Moorhead was head tech at, at the old Smart Parts plant.
Hmm.
Todd Hugo's and shipping. It was just on and on and on and on.
Naming
They had
off
like a
some of the
team house
greats,
for a
man.
while. And Chad, Chad George lived here, like all this stuff, dude. And it's like I've known these dudes since I was like 15. For example, like, Sam Monville, maybe a 4 minute walk from my house, like up the street. And then like Moorhead and Chad lived there at one time too. Chad moved to Colorado, but it's like you like go out for like a night with like all your friends, and then you just run into all them at a bar before like a trip or something. And it was just like it's like wild to like look back on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like just stories. There's so much culture here. It's just wild, and it's all from this area. It's all because of that Adam. And it's like so like look back on it, like some of the people that worked here and all this stuff. It goes like deep, and like a lot of those guys are still like my friends today. You know what I mean? Like even some of the other referees, like there's a soft gel place in the back of the factory, and one of my good friends growing up, here's a referee with me. He like runs the place down there, so I see him, kind of like talk to him on like bi-daily basis, like down in assembly whenever he's walking up. So it's just like we all like kind of like found each other again. So it's kind of cool.
That's awesome. So when did I mean, starting off at 15 balls per second, insane. When did you like go from playing the rec to like venture into the tournament side of it?
So whenever I was like 16, yeah, 16, I would just play like local events, like
Hmm.
at the Smart Parts Field or like an event in Pittsburgh or something, like nothing like major. And then whenever Smart Parts went under, I just I couldn't afford it anymore. Like I was getting paychecks there, but like they kept on deducting my paint from it, like
Yeah.
my paint bill. Like I got a paycheck one time. It was like $4. Well, you shot that my paint. I was like, yeah, okay, I get it. My bad, dude. Um,
I
so whenever
guess
Smart Parts
fair's
went under, I
fair.
really couldn't afford it. Especially, yeah, I'm still in like high school. You know what I mean? So I
Hmm.
couldn't really afford it on like just a typical wage. Like working at that field kind of was like, yeah, we'll deduct paying off your check. Like whenever Smart Parts went under and that field went under, I had to quit,
Hmm.
and I took like a decent amount of time off. And I saw some friends, and I wasn't working here at the time either. I
Hmm.
saw some friends like post on Facebook that they were playing again, like they started a team. And I was going through like a lot of like personal stuff and like therapy, and they're like, "You need a hobby. Like I'm not good at anything. There has to be like something like in your past." And I was like, "Well, I have seen like these kids I graduated with, like this. Just leave if you could just leave them on. I'm on a podcast. I saw them playing. And I was like, I guess like I could do that, but she was like, do it. Like just go out and try it. So I hit up Sam. He lives like right up the street. He asked me what I needed. I told him everything I needed. He's like, yeah, I'll be at your house around like 5. I was like 2 hours later. I had a whole gear bag with everything I needed for like X amount of money. I'm not gonna go into that, but I was
Hmm.
like, oh, I'm ready to play. And then I was like, where are we playing at? And they said Pittsburgh Paintball Park, and I've been playing ever since. I had some other stuff happen with my previous job. I needed a job. I hit up Russell Jackson, and I was like playing for like 6, 7 months at this point. I made a Division 4 team or Division 5 team, I guess. just worked my way up through the system. I've been playing for the past like 6 years.
You had just gone back into it, and your buddy had just blessed you with a bunch of gear. And
Yeah, just
then
started
you
playing
needed a
ever since.
job, so you came up to the factory, and this is after Smart Parts is kind of already gone away, and now DLX is kind of the main company, right?
Yeah, yeah, Shocker DLX, same building. Yeah, just worked my way up from the bottom of assembly. Like my first day here, I was like, my first week actually, I built the same part like 800 times. It's just assembly work. It's just like the
Mm-hmm.
bottom of the barrel. And I worked my way all the way up to head of assembly. Just like a lot of hard work. I know how to fix a lot of stuff. I know how to build a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So when you're putting the gun together, are you sitting down with all the parts and putting one whole gun together, or are you like putting a part of the bolt together and moving it down the line?
I kind of like to do that, like one little thing and just do it together, together, together. Build it up as complete as possible. That way, whenever it gets to like the end station, it's just putting a frame on it, putting a body on it, shooting it in, boxing it up. That's kind of like what I like. So like I'll have like workers like in their own section doing like little sub assemblies, and then somebody at the bottom of the line will just be putting them all together for me, and I'll just be in there shooting them. That's like assembly to an extent. Kind of like how we do it. But this air though, we're kind of doing like substations, so everything's built. You have to like go sit in the substation and just build all this up, and I'll just put them all. So it's just like it gets tedious. It can get tedious. It's very
Yeah, I'm
tedious.
sure. It sounds like it can
There's a
be.
lot that goes into a paintball gun. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into a paintball gun that a lot of people don't understand.
What do you think is the because you're also the head tech, what's like the most common issue you see that's like super avoidable?
Just maintenance on your gun. Like your eyes don't work, and you send it in, and I pop the eye cover off, and it's like covered in paint. Like take a Q-tip or a microfiber or something. Your bolt not being greased. That's like another one. It's just like, dude. Sometimes you get like some weird issues. Some ones that's like, man, I don't know really how to fix it. You have to go show somebody. But after you go through like that so many times, like with those weird issues, I can fix a gun and not trying to be like not brag. Like I can fix guns pretty fast. You know what I mean? Like I only need like 2 hours in that tech room sometimes, and I dock out all the stuff
Okay.
that came in that week. Come in like early on a Saturday. Have you ever like
So has there ever
you
been
were
something
showing?
that like this?
Yeah, you're showing me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, lube it, keep it lubed,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
keep it lubed.
Yeah.
If you ever see me at an event,
Oh,
just bring it up
I
to me,
just
and
got it,
I'll
so I
take
got
care
to
of it.
go through the whole thing. It's
I can send you. I can. I have your email now. I can send you some information and all that stuff for you that I've like written
yeah,
down.
that'd be
I
dope,
found.
man.
Yeah, I got you. It's easy.
That was you guys did that for Dark Carnival and Supreme, and when I
Yeah,
got back into the
that's what.
sport,
Whenever you
Blake,
showed me, it's
who
like I built
owned
that.
Dark
I
Carnival
was like,
and
yeah,
Supreme. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I know. I know. I'm very,
He
very aware of it.
sponsored the squad. So when I saw that
Okay.
as a opportunity to get into it, I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna grab that one."
Yeah. So, if you don't mind me asking, you play too. Whenever we were like talking on Instagram, you said you love like 10 man. Do you play a lot of mech?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm
ICPLs or
playing.
you're kind of in the CFOA area.
Yeah, I'm in the CFOA area, so we always hit up the 10-man CFOA. Like, if you
Yeah.
haven't been down for that one, you need to come down for that one. It's worth it.
So, what's funny about that is I have a bunch of friends from Pittsburgh who play that. So, they play with War. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Yeah,
War,
I'm familiar
WAR.
with War.
Yeah, it's like Silberg. Sam Silberg's from Pittsburgh, if you didn't know that. I play with him
Yeah,
like
I knew they
every.
were kind of in that area.
Yeah, like all those guys, they're all from the field I play at, Pittsburgh Paintball Park. But I haven't been down yet, and I really try to make it a point to get down there probably this year. It's always a weird time for
Yeah.
me because I'm always busy here at work or I have stuff going on with like the family. That's pretty
I
cool. Who do you
mean,
play with?
the December ones are hard, right? Just because all the holiday stuff. World Cups just ended, and in this
I
year's
need a
case, you
break
had
after.
yeah. But yeah, that's my jam. Want to try and get to POC this year. We'll see if it happens.
Have you ever played it?
I have not. It's been on the bucket
Oh,
list, and
okay.
just
Okay.
timing's never worked out for me with it.
We just started to be allowed to play it because we had to, like, for our gun sponsorship through Tim, we had to ref that
hmm
event. So we did the event for him after his passing, just
hmm
for like respect for like Russell who was running it and all the guys. We did it,
Yeah.
but then after that, it's been nothing but like Pittsburgh Open Classic is like my World Cup. It's like I can actually
hmm
play it, and I have so much fun with my friends. We're just fixing guns and going out, shooting people. It's like fun. I'm like, yeah, and bebopping
Yeah.
around, like having fun. People are like NXL pro players. They're like, dude, I've never seen you dressed up like this before. And I'm like, yeah, dude, like I play. Nobody ever really knows it because they've never seen me play. You know,
hmm Yeah.
10 man, 10 man, 10 man.
So, what's the schedule look like this year for you? Obviously, we talked a little bit West Coast. You gonna do all
Yeah,
the ICPLs or?
I'm not sure. I really want to play Badlands this year. It's been a couple of years since it's been back. I probably have a Pittsburgh team going there, so I'm gonna reach out to them. Badlands, Pittsburgh Open. I haven't really even like looked at the other ones. I just saw Badlands, and my eyes got all big. I was like, yeah, Zipper Field. Have fun in that Zipper. Up for that. I'm gonna try to get out there. I haven't been there in a while. It's been like 3 years since the last time they had one.
Okay, nice.
What about you? Do you have anything other than CFOA plan?
Yeah, might be doing some NGXLs, which
Where's
is
that at?
like a X ball league in Georgia.
Okay.
It's in Jasper, Georgia, which is north of Atlanta. You guys just picked up the Bear Ridge Saints as a team.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the WNXL team.
So they're based out of there.
Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of those Bear Ridge.
Yeah, the brand new one.
So that's cool. That's what's up. I've never even heard about that league, but I'll definitely have to like look into it. Probably have to have a text down there if we picked up all those Georgia teams.
Yeah. It's a it's a pretty good league. It helps the Jungle Cats are from the local area, right? The new pro team.
Yeah, what's his name? What's his name? He played for Rios. He played for the All Americans. He like runs it or whatever.
What was that?
Rios. He plays for the All Americans. Well, played for the All Americans. He basically like runs it. I think he's always by the booth, on his shoot boxes and stuff. Yeah, he plays with the Jungle Cats. Sorry, it's like I'm trying to work with the delay. No, he plays with the Jungle Cats. He basically like runs it, I think. But he's an All American player. Well, was an All American player. Real nice guy. Like I've talked to him a lot. Fixed his gun a lot too.
You're getting all right. We're back. Little
Sorry about
scenery
that,
change
guys.
for Zach.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We're making it work.
It's a little bit
right?
better in here, I guess. Yeah, a little bit better signal wise. I apologize. Yeah, that's my office. I was just telling him, I was like, let me show you guys funny and like give you like a little story behind it. I don't know, good times with this one. Oops. So Pittsburgh Open Classic last year. One of my techs, he was he was like backing me into like the parking spot so we can like pack up the booth. And I moved all these players like gear bags and everything. And as he was backing
Mm-hmm.
me in, I didn't see a player move his gear bag, and I ended up running over his gear bag. And
No.
it was Joe Barrett. So I was like, kind of lucky with this one. So I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, if I broke anything, let me know. And he's like, dude, like, he had a force in there. I ran over a force. Nothing happened to it. The force was totally fine. But then I also ran over his loader. Just I kept it because I felt like such a dumbass. So I had to buy him a new gear bag. I was like, this is my shelf of things I've messed up in the past. I got a couple ones up here. Up here, it's kind of a funny shelf for me. Like I keep my trophies at home. I keep my trophies at home. I keep these things up here. This is like funny to me. Like, oh yeah, you remember whenever you ran over Joe Barrett's loader? He came up to me at an event. He's like, "Hey man, I need money for my gear bag." I just spent like my per diem today, and I was like, "You need cash? Stop at an
Jeez.
ATM." I know, I get it. Yeah, but this is my office. This is where I like fix everything. I was in the conference room prior.
Yeah.
It was just bad signal. with with me, it's like if it can go bad, probably gonna go bad.
Yeah. You
Think
Murphy
about.
lying it over there.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's called like Murphy's Law or something.
Yeah. Well, that's
So,
how
do you
you
have any
learn to
other
fix
questions?
everything, right?
Yeah, mess it up enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Well, so you mentioned the NR series. Are you gonna be playing that
Oh
again?
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna play with so my guys in Pittsburgh, um, Pittsburgh Mercenaries. Like I got picked up with them whenever my original team kind of like fell off, the 412 crew.
Mhm.
We played Division 3 last year down there. We did all right. It just wasn't like our full team. A lot of people have they wanted to like drop rank, like drop in their rankings because it's like a lot. Some of them went up to play semi-pro, and then there's like too tough for them, so it took like 2 years off, and everybody's back now. 'Cause, like, and we're all like, there's myself and one other guy that aren't ranked Division 4 anymore. Like everybody else, like there's like 3 people on that team that played semi-pro and they're ranked Division 4. Like
Uh,
this is why we're gonna play Division 4 down there. And then the same weekend, it's always Division 3. It's like true X ball, right? And then the 412 guys, it was the same thing that happened. They went up to go play semi-pro. They all kind of ranked out or ranked up too high, but now like a lot of them are like Division 3. So it's like we're gonna play Division 3 with them and then Division 4 with. It's like a whole bunch of old friends. It's like a whole Pittsburgh get together, like down in Maryland. I go to all those. I'm the tech there and all that. Josh Vaughn, the Eastside Bandits guy, the coach, he's there. He sets up the booth for me. All I have to do is just bring some tech stuff for him and just hang out all weekend in the booth, pick guns, play a lot of paintball. But yeah, that's NR. NR is like fun, and actually like Moorhead, like all those Heat guys, like they just got picked up. They're like under new ownership with like the NRG owner, Buckton, I believe is the last name. Um, they've been playing down in NR. He's like, yeah, it's a pretty nice field. So I'm like kind of excited for it. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a fun year. Hopefully, I can get him to come down. And
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Planet Paintball podcast. This is a continuation. So if you're listening to this, I don't know, you've been in a weird time warp. We're
yeah,
like 2 months away from the original,
yeah, well,
but
something like that.
we got good content there, so we're gonna leave it. But Zach, how you been, man?
Oh, pretty good. Just going through like a lot of like life stuff, but to be honest with you, like the paintball community has always been there for me, and they always will be. And people know, they know.
That's fair.
Yeah, I just Dover. Yeah, I mean, hell, it's been since like what we tried to do it after Tampa.
Yeah. So both. Well, since we
Yeah, so
talked
we have like two
last,
NXL. Yeah, there's like two NXL events
yeah.
between like the last time we saw. Yeah,
So
so Tampa and Dover.
yeah. So the first part's gonna be before Tampa. This is after Tampa and Dover. So
Yeah,
kind of recap the season, I guess, a little bit for us from your perspective, because it's a unique perspective since you're head tech and head of
yeah.
assembly, two very different venues.
Yeah, I've seen like so I'll just start off with Tampa then. Tampa, that was like really cool, like being underneath the lights and everything, and that. But that was just like one day. After that, like it was just like a normal event, like it typically is outside of Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Hmm.
But like that first night was like really cool, and like I got to like witness that, and like I got like emotional with that event because it's like you're walking into the stadium and there's like a sign there. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, you'll see it. Like I took a picture of it. It was like we were like viewed as like an actual sport, and that's something that we've been like fighting for ever since like the old Smart Parts days.
Yeah.
Like whenever Smart Parts was on ESPN, so it really makes you feel like good and humbling in knowing that like you're making like a career and we're actually not gonna get like ridiculed. Like
Hmm.
like I can try to explain my job to people, and there's like two types of people. Like one is just like paintball. All right. And then there's another one that's like, oh, that's really cool. The people that are like, oh, it's just paintball. It's like, well, I, it's not just paintball. It's like a really cool sport,
Yeah.
and I made like a pretty decent career about building and fixing paintball guns in my
Yeah.
life. And then the people are like, "That's so cool. Where have you been to?" and all that. And you get to explain it, but like that picture meant like a lot to me because it just showed that we're finally like doing something that kind of like shows people we can do that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. We're, getting more towards legitimate, right?
Yeah, yeah. The more that we get towards legitimate, the more I feel better about what I'm doing
Mhm.
for a living. And then, I guess that would be like that was a good gun launch.
Mhm.
Gun launches are always like rough for me. Like, I've had some bad stories with gun launches and yeah, it's like, but that's a gun launch. Took care of all that. And then Dover happened. And then what was funny about Dover is I follow the band Fish,
Uh-huh.
not as much as I used to. But I've seen Fish there, like, at that venue before.
Okay. So that's
So they were
kinda
like,
cool return.
yeah, yeah, I know, like, well, I guess, okay, done all this, I've seen that band 2 nights in a row there. I guess we're just going back, and I knew exactly where, like, where it was gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, it's not actually, like, inside, like, the racetrack. It's like a quarter, half mile down the road,
Okay.
you know what I mean? It's, like, not inside, so whenever I saw that, I was like, "There's no way they're doing that inside the racetrack." 'Cause, like, I saw Fish, and, like, that band, like, blew that whole parking lot. There's no way that they're gonna let a paintball tournament go down on, like, the edge. I was like, "There's
Yeah.
no way."
Yeah, in
And,
the
like,
center of the track there is not happening.
yeah, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. I called it right. I'm, like, driving in there, and, the kid riding with me, he doesn't have a driver's license, but he's like, "No, I'm pretty sure it's, like, right there." I'm like, "There's no way it's inside that building." Like, "Look, all those gates closed. I guarantee you it's like right down this road right here." And my dad called me. He's like, "Well, are you inside the stadium?" I'm like, "No, dude. This is exactly where I saw Fish." I forget how many years ago it was. Yeah, we did like a couple of nights there, but Dover was like another one. Just like bad like pain issues, man. It's like I'm never gonna knock like uh distributors. You know, like I understand what you're going through, like with paint. And then I saw the weather swing like a week prior, and I kind of like called it. I was like, it's gonna be one of those. This is gonna be one of those events. And I've been
Yeah.
doing this. I've been doing it for like long enough where it's just like, this one, it's gonna like, people are gonna blame the gun a lot on this, especially second event. It is what it is. I mean, it's just all paint issues, and then
Mhm.
you start to mitigate everything that you possibly can, and it just reaches a point where it's just like you're starting to like pull your hair out.
Yeah.
It's like I'm telling you, it's not the go. There was like two. I'm not gonna say name, like I'm not gonna say the name or the lot number, but there was two vendors with each one had two good lots of like paint at that event, and that's part of my job too. It's just, like, I just kind of like, walk around and just figure out what lot people are getting paint from. Like it's not my like job to like put that on the public, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like I know like the two that were like good, but everything else, I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
I was like, I was helping like damage, like I was like helping damage like fake paint.
Mhm.
I'm trying to help you. I'm telling you, it's not been done.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and we saw that a lot at that event was, like, people throwing paint out into the sun, which is counterintuitive to what most people think with paint, right?
Yeah, at that point, you're just trying to get it out of the gun. And
Yeah.
I'm doing everything I can. But like even like other like companies, they're having issues with it. Like
Mhm.
I was watching like our competitors' teams like walk off the field and just ask for a new gun.
Mhm.
It was like every single time. They won't say that to your face.
Yeah.
Hey, whenever you ask them, they're like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was in the pit and I watched you."
Uh-huh.
My gun's the issue. It's not your gun. I have a feeling we have a pain issue, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah,
But that was like over.
if everyone's is across the board having issue, it's probably the paint. And at that point, it's
Yeah.
probably the weather, right? Like, we went from pretty warm to pretty cold on Sunday.
that's kind of like what I'm getting at is like you probably saw me on like Go Sports. Like I'm wearing like a hoodie,
Yeah.
like in those pits. Like it was like cold, and like I said, like I saw like the weather swing
Hmm.
maybe like 3, 4 days prior, and I packed like 4 extra sweatshirts. I was like, I know exactly where today's going. I know exactly where this whole weekend's gonna go. Like I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You know, like the wind and not sunny and it's not warm. And like a lot of that's like paint management as well. If you're like a divisional team listening to this, it's like you have to do good like managing your paint. And that's kind of like what the pro teams do. A lot of those pro teams have like big paint. I really wasn't bopping around like the divisional pits as much as I typically do.
Hmm.
Sometimes I do like little spot checks on teams and just making sure techs are okay. No, that's not if I had time, but I didn't have another pro tech there. So I had like 4 pro teams that I was kind of taking care of it like throughout Saturday and Sunday. Well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday there's only a couple.
So obviously, Damage is one of the pro teams, and Heat is the other. Who are the other
Yeah.
two right now?
Collision and then NYX.
Okay.
Collision is like obviously that LA team, and I know him in through the WCPL.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna get into stories about him, but he always checked by him, and he's always nice to me. He's always nice to me. But yeah, I did all that for them. They were like a big one with like paint breakage. Like they just got brand new guns that I built literally like the day before. Like there's no way this is gonna
Yeah.
you guys are gonna be good. And they were like good. And like they're walking off the field, they're like, no, gun shooting great, gun shooting great, gun shooting great. Okay. Up until they start with somebody. I was like, oh my god. I was like, God, well, it's the paint. And they all agree with me. It was like the paint. So that was like the most stressful portion of that whole event. Collision, that's like that's like a weird thing that you kind of come across, and it's gonna be kind of interesting to see how teams like handle it because like they were like in the morning bracket,
Hmm.
and I was like walking past teams in the afternoon bracket, like a team like Impact, and like you hear like all we need is X amount of things to move on because it's not really like a more margin anymore, right?
Yeah, they've switched it up so it's points four is what counts.
Yeah,
So if you're tied 2-2, but you got 12 points for, and the other guy has 10 points for, you move on because you've scored more points.
exactly. So it was like kind of weird, like walking by, and I didn't like really think about it till like I heard people being like, "This is all we need to move on to Sunday." That
Hmm.
was like on Saturday afternoon. Collision gets knocked out because I thought Collision was moving on. I was like, "Oh, my Sunday's gonna be wild," because like definitely damage. So now it'll be damage and collision. So I could pull a text like go do one if they play at the same time, or play against each other if they aren't in the same like side of a pit.
Yeah.
Like I can't do both.
Can't do the run back and forth. That'd be
I've
a
done it
lot.
before. I've done it before. Yeah, I've done it before. And, like 3-man and stuff like that. But like to run back and forth, yeah, I don't recommend. And but like I was like walking by, I had to go to the bathroom or something. I was like, this is all we need. And I was like, oh. It kind of hit me while I was like going to the bathroom. I was like, oh, they just watched like the like one or two teams in their division. They can move on. They know exactly how many points they need to move on. So it's going to be, in my opinion, there'll be like a workaround maybe, but like the workaround right now, knowing how many points you need, especially if you're in the afternoon bracket, or like you know what I mean, like the afternoon.
So once again, unique perspective. Last time we talked, we hadn't seen pro matches in this new format. So
Yeah.
what do you think about it?
On this layout, it was like pretty fun to like watch. To be honest with you, Sunday paintball still seemed like Sunday paintball, but the
Hmm.
second dudes got opportunities, they were like naked doing work. It was a lot better than what I was watching in Tampa, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think that was like more layout dependent. In Tampa, I was like kind of like uneasy about it. It was gonna be kind of boring. But Sunday paintball.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
like
it's
with this
always gonna be
layout, I feel
technical.
like fun. This layout looked like fun, and I'm excited to play it. I'll probably be playing it Friday night and then Sunday, and that's my first time like back playing. I took like a month off. I took a little bit of time off.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say, and like I don't think I told you a bunch of stuff, but I really didn't have listened to like our
Hmm.
previous conversations before. But I don't think I ever said this. You know, Jatro is from Greensburg,
Yeah.
my neighborhood, right? Did you
Uh,
know that?
yeah. I thought I knew he was from Greensboro. Yeah.
No, they're like Greensburg, like Pennsylvania, like
Okay. No, I didn't
yeah,
know that.
they're like late Trove. He used to work in the pro shop. And he used to work at Smart Parts
Nice.
because he used to play for Philly. So whenever they come out with like the layout, he sets that layout up like at the field I play at because it's only like a 30-minute drive for him
Uh,
from Greensburg to Pittsburgh. I live in the town next to Lake Trove,
okay.
so he lives in Greensburg. So Greensburg to Lake Trove, it's only like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, maybe. But that's where the like all the NXL layouts get like set up at. So I saw that layout and I was like, good job. Like, cause I showed up there and I was like, I wish I could play. I was just dropping off a gun for a couple people that were practicing the layout that night. But like that layout goes up there and then like 20, maybe half an hour later, it goes live.
Hmm.
So I was like, I knew a couple people that are gonna be at that thing and I had like their guns, so I just drove from work up there,
Straight
just
there.
drop off the guns for them. Yeah. I didn't play it because like it's layout week. I'm not playing layout. I'm just
Hmm.
gonna take spins from somebody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like another like area great is J Trail. He's on my flights home so like he's been on my flight home like probably like 20 times in my life. 20, 30 times.
Well, there's
He's
probably
always on my
limited ones that go because you don't fly into Philly, right? You fly into Pittsburgh.
correct,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's probably limited flying.
Latrobe has its own airport. Uh it's mainly only Spirit that flies out of there. And we
All
all know
right.
where that goes. So but yeah, we've all been flying out of Pittsburgh. And we all kind of did that because like the prices like started getting jacked up from flying out of late trip. I like flying out of late trip. It's free parking.
Nice. That's a big
It's free
deal.
parking in a little airport. We've got away and we got a nice little Italian restaurant and bar. That's all you can ask for. But now we have to go through Pittsburgh all the time now. Especially now it's gonna be I don't know. RIP to the late trip airport.
So, I mean that snake on the Dover layout was just like Murder City.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
big moves came out of it. What did you think
yeah,
was? Give us like a breakdown of the layout. I can't throw it up because I don't want to risk it, but
yeah. You're fine. I really like the I wish I was taller. I'm only like 5'6", 5'7".
Mhm.
I wish I was taller because I'd play that can that can shoot down at the snake.
Yeah.
You know, I would play that if I was like a little bit taller. So I'm gonna find like a tall guy on Friday and be like, trust me on this. Just go there and shoot down on that. Just go there and shoot down on that. Snake seemed like very aggressive, very aggressive. But you can also like push it on the B side too. Like Chris Shear, he had like a hell of an event. Like Mal's kind of like took it over,
Mhm.
but Chris Shear deserves all the credit in the world from that event. Like I was watching him do stuff like Mal's couldn't do half the stuff he was doing without Chris getting like into the 50 and start rapping that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They were shooting like one or two dudes off a break like, every point. And that was like the whole event too. Like even into Sunday, I was like, here we go. It's gonna be a damned one. Like I kind of like called it like whenever they made Sunday, they were like what 3-1
Yeah.
before they went into Sunday. Yeah, I kind of like I had a good feeling about it. We started like packing up the booth. I was like, guys, I'm gonna be in that. I'm gonna be in the pro pits for a long time today. Let's just like pack this up. If you guys get it all packed up and then get ready to go into the van, you guys can all watch finals with me. And they're like, it's finals. Kind of put the cart before the horse. And I was like, do you see how these dudes are playing right now?
Yeah, no,
So
they
it's
were
kind of
taking
like,
big bites everywhere.
excuse me. Yeah, real big bite. And then, goddamn, um, communication like throughout the board, that whole event was like amazing with them. That's damage. That's just typical damage paintball. Like at one point, they didn't know Mouse was like on their side of the field. and the dude's still shooting down from that can
Uh-huh.
to get out. And they just like shot mouse in the back of the head. So then they ended up making up a call. Like, this is like ultimate like teamwork, right? They ended up making a call like, dude, if I make a pass, I'm gonna say this, but like I can't like talk, so somebody needs to like let them know stop shooting that gap because like I made it past that. So like, you learn a lot of paintball being in this like pro pits, you know, and like watching as much as like I watch paintball. There's like some real good like I like learn a lot of stuff like watching his matches, and like I learned a lot this weekend.
So who
Just
do
incorporated
you think's the top 5 right now that are currently playing
like teams or players.
players?
Dude, I don't know. You can't put me on spot with
Okay,
that.
fair enough, fair enough.
Hey, I don't know. I'm gonna be biased. Well, it's gonna be biased with a couple of Heat guys. You can't put me on spot with that. Alice is playing really good. I'm sure like uh people don't like the way he reacted to like a couple things like going on, like how he like verbally like talked to people. And at the time, I was kind of like, I understand where he's coming from though, because he had like 2 years of frustration like built
Mhm.
up. I know that guy pretty well. Like at first, they're like, who's this little blonde, 5'6", 5'7" blonde kid telling me to give me his gun, and
Mhm.
that was like whenever he was on ACD, so like 3, 4 years ago. And then like now I have like a really good like relationship with him, and I'm the only one. And then there's yeah, I'm really like the only one. He's the only one that like, I'm like, that's a friend, but like I understand where he's coming from, dude. I've seen it in like the darkest parts of like pissed off.
Uh,
You know what I mean? Like, like that guy brought it easy. I've seen him get like pretty upset before. Madison's doing pretty good. I guess like obviously I'd just say like Chris Shear, he's playing good too. These are the two damn Jason Edwards and Jacob Edwards are playing lights out.
yeah.
Basically all the start of the Danish are playing great. Uh, Moorhead's like playing really good, and he's, in my opinion, just trying to like mitigate and overdo just to try to like keep the team in it.
Yeah.
There's that Chewy guy, he's playing good. The PB Fit kids, like they're playing good. They always play good. They're 5, 6 days a week,
Mhm.
maybe 7 days a week. There's a lot of good paintball. Collision, Danny Park. That's my honorable mention right there. Danny Park on Collision. He's playing like lights out. He makes a mistake and him and choose him out for it, but that guy barely makes any mistakes. He's like good. I'm like watching him. I was like, dude, like watching WCs, like WCPPLs, and I
Yeah.
was like, that guy's good. And then you watch him in the pro bracket. Like, oh, this kid can go. Like, yeah, those collision guys, like they play a lot of paintball and they're like pretty good. Love Ben Challenger. Whenever he gets in there, he makes stuff happen.
Yeah. I think Ben's a little underrated in the pro league, you know.
Very underrated. Very underrated. It's like he needs to be getting in there more, but he's just a humble guy and he just like understands and like a lot of the people I named, like they have my personal cell phone number.
Mhm.
They'll text me like all the time. Like that's not like a brag or anything. It's just kind of like yeah, it's like everybody like just doesn't get like what it like just don't be a fanboy. Just be
Mhm.
nice, especially if you're working in the industry. Just be nice and just like genuine and just help people out. You be It's wild. It's like they aren't superstars. They're just normal people. And
Yeah.
I think I got lucky with that, like growing up, because like all like the old All American guys, like the old Philly guys and all that,
Mhm.
they kind of like showed me that thinking, without me like even thinking about it.
Yeah.
And
Just because
all I've
they're
just
local guys, but they
yeah, I've just been their friends, and it's just like you're all just normal people.
yeah,
Like
well,
there's
and
nothing like
that's what's dope about paintball, you know,
yeah.
is
Well,
no other well, guess there's other sports, but there's not a lot of sports where you have access to the pros as much as you do in paintball, and
yeah, yeah.
a lot of them do a really good job of being good ambassadors, at least at the local level, right? Like, you don't hear stories about ex-pro cussing out a kid because he wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, no, you never do. There's I have a funny story. It was like we hired this intern and he just came to uh sell stuff on eBay, but then he ended up just sold everything on eBay. There was like anything else to sell anymore, but he still had like a month or something
Uh-huh.
like left on his like internship with us. And he played paintball too. He'd like come out like on weekends. And Chad just came back from a trip, like Chad George. And
Mhm.
then Chad was like working next to me in assembly at the time. It was like myself was my workstation and then Chad George. And then we would just like talk all day. And just because I've known him since we're like talking and he had to go to the Chad had to go to the bathroom or and get up to go do and doesn't matter. But that kid comes up to me, he's like, do you know who that is? Chad? He's like, yeah, he's like, and you just talk to him like that? And I was like, yeah, he's my friend. He's just a normal human being. You'd say hi to him. I mean, introduce you, dude. It's like a spot. What was really funny is like 20 minutes later, Moorhead comes walking in. And I got and I get like, whoa. I'm like, what's up? Oh, you're
Oh,
a
that's
couple weeks
awesome.
off. And he's just started laughing. But it's just like stuff like that. It's just like I've just known him forever. But then I just kind of like carried that through the rest of my life with like all the pro players. I just treat them like normal people and
Mhm. Yeah,
just my
and
I'm just my normal self, no matter what I do. It's like I'm not going to change, so I'm not going to act differently around you.
yeah,
People
no.
respect that a lot more.
Yes, they do. Like if you want to meet a pro player, all you gotta do is, find the right time to talk to them. Not on the way to a game, obviously, but if you see
Can you
them around
sign
the
something?
venue, you can just go up and say hi, and
Yeah.
they're gonna be more than fine with it.
I'm like in this like new attic room, and all I have right here is just like an Xbox and a TV. That's gonna be like my new man cave. But like I have a whole wall planned out. I'm gonna get paintball thrown up on it with all my friends.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it. The little girls are gonna come up and be like, "Yeah, paintball."
Well, they're still a little young, but you can put a gun in their hand eventually, right? we got
Yeah, yeah.
we got
I
the
think they're gonna come up.
WNXL they can watch.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. By that time, like hopefully, because like good, and then like I can be coached by that point.
Well, there you go.
By the time they get old enough, yeah, I'll be coaching burpees, burpees, burpees.
Speaking of kind of related, the private label you guys have, or the special annos for some of these teams you guys have been cranking out is hot.
Like the graphic graphs.
Yeah, yeah. Like the Jesters came out really well, and the Barrage
Yeah,
Saints came out really well.
I haven't seen a single bad one. I haven't built a single bad one. Like they come in, I'm like, okay, we got some stuff coming. We got some stuff coming.
Yeah.
Just stay in the yeah, just stay in the chat, man. Yeah, just stay in the loop, dude. You'll see some stuff. There's Jester's ones. Like are you talking about the purple, the black to purple fade, black
Yeah,
to
the
purple
black
to
to
white.
purple. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, like
thought
black
those
to
looked
purple to
really
white.
slick.
Yeah, yeah, those came out great. I was like, I was actually surprised. I was like, oh, they did like another Anna, like or like another wrap. I was like, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Like
Mhm.
I know these guns are gonna be coming in, but like I was actually having fun building them. I was like, dude, you look so sick.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, these guys are gonna love this. Like, I wish I had like one like lying around here. If I was in my office, I had like two right there that like
Nice.
I kind of like did, but I'm like in the room. If I was in my office, I had like two right there that'd be like, oh, dude, look at that one.
Mhm.
Like, dude, check this one out. Yeah. And it's like, well, not like, yeah. It's like, I've seen like, there's like, they do that over where we get all our anodizing done at, basically. It's like the
Okay.
same shop, but it's just the
Nice.
guy just rapping.
Yeah, that's a unique thing. How I feel like this launch has been different, and I know you probably can't talk too much on it, but it feels like more like a rollout of the Air, but it's been like a good response.
Yeah. This is kind of like the reason why I had to like pull the last episode so I had to watch my work. Yeah, it has been a good response. And we have updates and everything. We're always constantly making our product better,
Mhm.
constantly every single. But I tell you what, they're shooting so good right now, so good.
Everyone
Shoots
that I know
so
that
nice,
has one has been super happy
so
with them.
nice, so nice. Dude. Like the butter. We're always working on stuff though to like make our product better. That's all I can really say about.
Well, and I think it says a lot. Like some of the dudes are still opting to shoot the shocker, right?
Not like mouse.
Yeah, yeah. Mouse
Yeah,
loves
dude,
his shocker.
that I hand built that gun. So, geez, I had this written down. I left my notebook. I have a couple things written down I wanted to talk about. This was like one of them. I accidentally left it at work. I was so ready to leave it that I accidentally left it at work. But yeah, no, that gun was like hand built by me. Like that whole gun was like hand built by me. And all those AC Diesel guys. After a while, you start to like learn like a team and the players on the team. So it's like I'm also head of assembly. You guys know this, but I'm also head of assembly. So whenever you get the guns in, you're like, I know how this player likes this. And I know this guy's going to try to mess with this. Or this guy's going to try to mess with this. I know what I have to do to this. Everybody except for him still, or everybody except for him doesn't really play anymore. But I had it so down pat on that team. Like they get new guns in, and I'd be the only one that built every single part from like scratch. Just because like I was like, I'm going to be in the pro pit. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it. I just want them to come off the field, and then I just don't have to fix something in like 10 seconds or less because it's gonna go play for like the next point. Well, mouse and gun, like that gun is like one of those guns, and like that's all. Like he doesn't have to mess with this. He doesn't have to mess with that. So if you're like watching this and it's like you aren't gonna get that gun to do that, like, that's like 3 years, 4 years worth of like me learning how that guy likes his gun.
That's
And
a
like
real
that's what and
custom
he's still
job then.
he's still using the world. You've seen what I can do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can I talk about that?
Yeah, go for it,
Okay.
dude.
So I didn't know if I could or not, but
No, you're fine.
I sent my buddies, the Robinsons from the Filthy group. I sent this up to them, and man, I can't thank you enough. I didn't even realize I was missing the front grip,
Yeah,
but
you're missing that.
you hooked me up with new grips and put a little special sauce on it, and it rips.
Yeah.
I got a video that I'm gonna put up after this releases of it ripping in the
Yeah.
backyard. Everyone
Yeah.
can ignore the trash behind me in the video.
You're
But
fine.
dude, I'm a Carolina boy, so dye has been like rooted in us. It's trauma.
Yeah.
But I started messing around with these. Maybe like
Yeah.
my gun would go down and like a couple buddies had one of those in it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I kept going back to it. And I was like, I think it's time when that popped up. It's a, anode from Dark Carnival Supreme, which was a local company. So
Yeah.
had to snatch it. And I liked how it shot before, but whatever you did to it, and you can explain it or not, but it was awesome. So that thing rips.
Yeah, no, it's if somebody there'll be a listener. Like you guys know what I do. Like you know what I can make it. Yeah, it's like what was funny about that is like they brought it up to me I think on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Friday or Saturday. I don't know. I just like got my butt kicked with like people like pro teams breaking paint. Like we discussed. I was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. And I finally like sit down and like I'm just like I just feel so defeated. And then I'm talking to the guy running the booth, like running like the front. I'm like talking to him. Yeah, it is a bad paint. I don't know. Get back to him tomorrow and this guy comes over, he's like, is there like a Zach Ponitz here? And I was like, what I did. I was like, what I do, man? And he's like, well, no. And then he said your name. He's like, he gave me a package to give you and asked if you can work on this. And I was like, the podcast guy? Then you should start off with that. Don't even start off with my name. I'm talking to Hunter, dude. Do that. I backpack. I was like, come pick it up tomorrow. We're closing the booth for the day because this is just brutal for me. He was like, okay, okay. And then his kid came and picked it up the next
Yeah.
day. And then I was like, he told me about him playing like paintball with you, dude. Like, that's so cool. Like, congratulations.
Yeah.
And like that kid looked at me. He was like, "You're a really cool guy, man." Give him his gun bag, and I put a shirt in. You can thank Adam Gardner for that, not even me. Like I was like, Adam, like, dude, I was on this guy's podcast. You can wear the shirt on the podcast. Just give me a shirt. He goes, all right. That's my Adam Gardner. That's my Adam Gardner impersonation. All right, Zach, we'll give him a shirt.
Well, Adam, I appreciate it. I am wearing it.
Well, wants my shocker now, dude.
Yeah, sponsored by Shocker now.
A mech frame for that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, as long as you have a mech frame.
Yeah.
And do you have a turbo valve for it yet?
I don't think so.
Is it a red mech valve or is it just black?
It's red.
Okay, then you're good.
Okay, cool.
So then that's gonna rip.
Yeah. So that's what that's really what started turning the wheels like 2 years ago on going to SP. So we've talked about it before. I don't know if it's recorded or not, but I like going down and playing mounds at World Cup.
Yeah.
And these triggers are better for the mounds in the sand than the die triggers are. So the die has that slide.
It's like a little shoe.
Yeah.
Like on like the idle's the same way. Or the air kind of the same way. So I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, so that's what really started turning the wheels was the DSR went down and a buddy handed me I guess it was a Project Ice.
Project TM.
Yeah, Project TM.
Yeah, Project the MX Project.
Yeah. So
like 250 of them.
Yeah. So they handed me that and I was like, this trigger's way better.
Yeah. It's like the mech frame on.
Yeah.
These TM40 mech frames, they were like, listen, like, what do you think about this? And I'm like shooting. I was like, yeah, I like it. And then whenever we did that, have you ever felt like the idle mech trigger? It's like, it's like a big, like chode, like fat.
Yeah.
It's like short and fat. It's like as long as it can go, but you can like tip 2 fingers.
Yeah,
in there.
you can get the 2 in there.
You gotta let that rip. Let that rip. I've been I was checked at a mechanical event one time. Like I'm like fanning it. And the referee thought I was like shooting the electronic. And he's like, hey, I was like, dude, I'm telling you, like, drop the gun right there. Like, go for it. Like, tell me I'm shooting the electronic. He's like, okay. He's like, okay, you're good. And I was like, go back to doing what I was trying to work on. I have to deal what event that was, but that was a funny one. I was like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. I'm shooting too fast. And meanwhile, it's just like some dude's running and I'm just fanning the wind piss out of it. It was like 10-man. But you know how it goes. You play 10-man before. I'm trying to shoot somebody.
So what's the next event you're gonna get to play, man?
Probably NR.
Okay.
NR. I think it's like June 5th. I think it's the weekend of June 5th. My girlfriend's actually coming down with me for like it's the first time she she'll get to like actually witness me play. So that'll be a fun one.
Has she been to an event yet? No. Okay, so
she's gonna see me in a whole new light.
Easing her in with a local before you go to.
Yeah.
Well, I guess nationals all work for you, so she probably wouldn't have fun going to those.
No, absolutely not. But I mean, like it's not even like local. It's like
regional.
Yeah, we put money into this. So it's like you're gonna see me in a different light. Pittsburgh Open, though. She's coming to Pittsburgh Open as well. Okay. And she's just gonna have a blast there. She's gonna have fun. I got her like a shirt and everything, so she's gonna have fun. I have faith in it. She seems to be excited. She just like wants like a weekend out. That's a nice weekend. It's only a 3-hour drive from the factory.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's a nice scenic drive over the Appalachian Mountains, drop back down in, right into Maryland, go shoot some people all the way back. That's how that works. What about you?
Yeah, gonna try and do an NGXL coming up here.
Yeah, that's like the NR, but like that's like the NR series in Georgia. I've been like looking into that. The first time we talked, you said you were playing NGXL. I've been like looking into it. Just kind of like looking at teams if I knew anybody. I wonder if I can link up with them or do something like that.
If you ever want to come down, you got a spot if we're playing it. All right.
All right.
It's that simple.
Right. Well, I'll take you up on that. Hey, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you want to come up and play Pittsburgh Open, you can have,
I
you're gonna have
really
so
want
much fun
to.
with it.
I'm not going to be
Yeah,
able to make it this year,
yeah.
unfortunately. But next
I
year
got
we should
asked.
be good.
Yeah, I got asked to play Free Flow Open again this year, and I was like,
Nice.
yeah, no, that's a fun one. But like, I was like, I don't know if I want to like take time away from, especially everything going on. Like, I want to like stay here as much as possible and just like only do what I've committed to
Yeah.
this year at least, and then kind of like reevaluate everything. But Free Flow Open, like those things are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are fun. It's only like a 4 hour drive in Pittsburgh. So you
This
get
isn't
on like
bad.
one road and you take it the whole way to like the exit base.
Yeah. That's definitely a bucket list one.
That's what you were saying before, the one that we did in air. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah. Free Flow Open. Oh my God, Free Flow. Free Flow. That one, some of those events, it's like I have stories about like those events where it's just like, like I don't know what I can say, but I can't. The one time we were like talking, I was at that one in Cousins. It was like after the NXL in Texas like, two
Hmm.
years ago, one where they had to cancel Sunday.
Yeah, where it rained so much or flooded.
No, it did, well, that one it rained. I'll say the story again. I'm sure you've heard it, but like the Cousins in Texas is there's like a field, the field, and then a river, and then like a highway. And here a levee broke in like Oklahoma or something like that, and it took like 3 days. Like it was 3 days prior. It took 3 days for that river to get all the water from the levee. And we get down there and we're like, oh my God, Texas is great. Like this is like Texas weather we like.
Hmm.
And then the next morning we wake up and we get to the field, everything's flooded. Like breaking down like one whole field basically. We're like, I couldn't even get like 2 steps off the block on my cleat and stuff. I was
Oh.
covered head to toe in mud. Like the laundromat people were just like laughing at us when we were trying to wash our clothes. We were like taking it to like car washes and power wash and everything. Yeah, like, it was brutal, brutal. And I had 2 weeks in a row. Who'd
Yeah.
ever guess? Texas screw us.
Well,
Yeah.
we're at 44. We got 20 in the can already. So
All right.
let's call it. Unless
All
there's
right.
anything else you want to talk about now. Anything on the list?
No, not really. Just if you want, I'm good to go again. So I mean, if you want, we can do this after the NXL event. I can
Yeah, man,
give you my
that'd be dope.
synopsis about like an NXL event every single time. And NXL events, like that's one thing. You just have to give me like 2, 3 days to like get like settled
Yeah.
back into like
No, we could
But
do that. That'd be
yeah,
great.
feel free, dude. Yeah, I'm all good, dude.
We'll have to come up with a segment name.
Ponitz's Zach Ponitz's NXL breakdown or whatever. I'll just break down like past 30 minutes of just like this sucked, 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 this sucked. This
The community loves the gripes, so they're all about
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my family, my parents, like they bought me my first gun. They were always supportive. My mom, like I know you aren't here anymore. You know, I miss you and thank you for always supporting me. I know she's happy for me, and she's probably listening to this up there in heaven. And then my beautiful girlfriend Allison and the two little girls. You Quinn Summer, you got to see like how they
Mhm.
act
Yeah.
whenever I'm just walking up here. Like, I'm gonna get back down there and hopefully get some more of that action. So, um, I just love them, and they're also thank you all. If you know who I am, you know who I am. And I just appreciate everybody that shoots our product. You know my email. You got my phone. Give me a call.
All right. Well, with that, we'll take it out. See everyone next time. Zach, you know what we got to do. Thanks for tuning in to the Planet Paintball podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Whether you're out there grinding in the divisional pits or chasing dreams on the pro stage, remember, it's all about the passion, the hustle, and the love for the sport. Until next time, keep grinding, keep growing, and we'll see you back here on the Planet Paintball podcast. Yeah, there we go. All right, you're being recorded now.
All right. So sorry about that, everybody. We're gonna try again on Monday, but this is whenever you walk into the factory, this is what you see.
Nice.
These guys like won a lot of stuff if you aren't aware.
Yeah, yeah. If you do not know the All Americans, Jesus, that's all wins,
Yeah,
isn't it?
dude. Yeah, my girlfriend's kids love coming here and like looking at all the trophies.
I'm
It's
sure.
just, dude, it's just like nostalgia everywhere. But like, this is like the coolest part in my opinion. Like the gun walls.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Man,
yeah, so much, like, so much.
not to like take too much longer of tonight, but that impulse right before Smart Part shut down was so awesome.
Well, there's more. There's more, dude. This is the other one.
Mm.
But my favorite one's coming. I saved the best for last. Hold on. Like, but this one though, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
just
doesn't
like
get much better
hanging
than
out on a
those.
wall. Yeah, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, come up to like, if you come to Pittsburgh Open, like,
Thanks for tuning in to the Planet Paintball podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Whether you're out there grinding in the divisional pits or chasing dreams on the pro stage, remember, it's all about the passion, the hustle, and the love for the sport. Until next time, keep grinding, keep growing, and we'll see you back here on the Planet Paintball podcast. Thanks for tuning in to the Planet Paintball podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Whether you're out there grinding in the divisional pits or chasing dreams on the pro stage, remember, it's all about the passion, the hustle, and the love for the sport. Until next time, keep grinding, keep growing, and we'll see you back here on the Planet Paintball podcast.